Hello, awesome artists. We have been talking about the season of winter. We looked at the 4 different seasons, which are summer, spring, fall, and winter. And we are focusing on creating an artwork about winter. There are different themes that we looked at and things that you could include in your artwork. You could put a snowman, you could put people playing in the snow, you could put all different kinds of things. So I want you to think about winter and how you could work on using that in your artwork. We are going to be using crayons first to add details to our artwork. We're also going to use watercolor paints after we finish with our crayons. But if you want to do anything that's pretty detailed, like a snowman or people, I would suggest using crayons first. So I'm going to start off. I separated some of my crayons from my box because I know I'm going to be using a lot of cool colors because it's cold in the winter time. So I'm going to start by drawing a middle ground to my picture. And if you find a different way, that is totally fine. And I'm going to add some details. So anywhere you draw with your crayon, that will stay on your paper, even if you paint over it. Crayons have wax in them, so they resist the paint, which is really, really neat. So if you want to do some details, you can. Think about different things that you could add to your picture. Maybe you want to add a snowman, you could do that, but you don't have to. Maybe you'll think of a completely different idea than Miss Bagnacci, which would be great. So I'm going to put a little snowman here. And again, the crayon will resist the paint. And then maybe I'll add some snowflakes with my crayons before I start painting. Again, however you want to work on your picture is up to you. I'm thinking about cool colors still because I know it's cold out during the winter time. And I know anywhere I draw with my crayon, it will stay even after I start painting. So maybe I want to add some things like snow to my picture. Also, one really neat thing is if you draw with your white crayon, anywhere you draw with your white crayon, it's kind of hard because you can't really see it too well on your paper. But if you draw things with your white crayon and then we paint over it later, it will appear. So you could add some things with your white crayon as well. So I'm going to continue to work on my picture and then we will talk about how we're going to paint. And of course, have fun. Hello, awesome artists. We are going to talk about how we're going to paint our pictures. So I finished drawing out all the things I wanted on my picture, and we learned that the crayon will resist the watercolor paints. So of course we want to be really careful while we're working. If we're around our computer, we just want to put our picture and our water cup and our paint set kind of away from where we're working. So I'm going to work on painting my land, and I'm gonna add some water to this paint because I want it kind of light so you can see where the crown is that I drew with. And I'm gonna just think about different colors that I can use in my sky. Again, if the paint is really dark and you want it lighter, you can add a bit more water to it. And if you can kind of see where I'm painting here, there is a snowflake behind the paint. So watercolor paints, we can't really do too much detail with them. They're more for, they're harder to control. So I'm gonna add some different colors to my sky and thinking about cool colors. I might mix some blues and purples for my sky and just kind of see how that looks. And of course, have fun.